y'all, my name is Priscilla and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me and the BookTube Real Talk tag, which I was tagged to do by She Wants the Diction, and this tag was originally created by Alyssa J. So thank you for tagging me and thank you for creating the tag, I guess. I'm not a beauty guru. This is a very quick 25-minute kind of look that I put together to take a couple pictures with my dad and my grandparents, and that's the tag. So please keep watching if you want to hear some BookTube Real Talk. Today is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to those out there that maybe celebrate that. I've been getting tagged in some tags that I need to catch up on, and this is how I'm going to do it with getting ready. So let's just go ahead and get started because I am running out of time to get ready. I am just going to be getting ready as quickly as possible because I'm always running late to things, and I'm not going to be showing everything that I have because not everything that I have is cruelty free, because I don't want to just throw stuff away that I paid my good money for. So I'm going to be using a lot of things. Question number 1 is, what's something nobody told you about BookTube before you started your channel? I started my channel about 2 years ago now, and I was very fortunate because Yvette started her channel before me. Yvette, my sister over at Book Cave, I talk about her all the time, and she was the inspiration for my channel. She really pushed me and inspired me to start my own channel. And so I really learned a lot, and I owe a lot to Yvette for my channel. So yeah, I feel like I knew a lot about BookTube just because I was like a casual viewer for a while, and also because Yvette had already started her channel. She kind of like helped me initially with like filming on my phone and with the confidence. I think the confidence is like a big thing that is really hard for people, is just like getting used to talking to a camera, which I think a lot of people say for this question. Audio, I think, is super important as well. It would be really helpful if people like paid more attention to audio along with lighting. I feel like lighting is like the big thing that a lot of people know about. And also editing. I think that editing is important as well. Some people have a more casual style to their videos, have a more chattier style to their videos. I feel like others, like me, that ramble on for a while and that don't always say the right thing the first time. I definitely do repeat things and say them better sometimes whenever I get my thought out a second time. It comes across a lot more intentional whenever you have something to say and you don't necessarily get it right the first time. If you just kind of gather your thoughts again and then like get it out there the way you intend it to come across, if that makes any sense at all. Wow, I look super pale right now on camera. Cool. So let's bronze up my face so that way I don't look as pale. This is actually like my winter color, so I should actually start looking into like getting a summer color foundation because that looks really light right now on camera. So question 2 is, what is your opinion on typical BookTube videos? I like them, but I also like original content as well. If you've been following my channel for a little bit, you probably can tell that I really like vlogs, and I really enjoy filming that way because I feel like it just breaks up some of the monotony of some of the usual videos. And this question, I think, is particularly speaking about wrap-ups and TBRs and tags and hauls. Of those, I mean, I feel everyone has a general favorite. Everyone has those that they watch least often. I definitely have like a hierarchy of things that I enjoy and don't enjoy. Usually hauls are like the first thing to go for me. I just don't care for them. I don't, and not to say anything towards anybody. If you do hauls on your channel, like that's fine. Those are the first. I generally eliminate those types of videos first when it comes to like my watch later getting out of control. Wow, you can tell my eyebrows are coming out a mess because I am in a rush and because I am talking. I do enjoy typical BookTube videos, but I do like some creativity. And I try to watch a variety of videos and let you know, like, hey, I like this. Thank you for doing this and putting yourself out there and making some original content. And I think that's important for all of us to do as viewers, as reviewers, as booktubers. So the next question is, what is an assumption you had about BookTube before you joined, and was it proven to be correct or not? I guess I kind of assumed that a lot of BookTube was very cliquey. You know, you see a lot of like the same people hanging out and collabing together. I do want to be seen, and collabing and meeting people is awesome, but I never thought that that would happen for me, because while I do enjoy YA and while I do read YA, that isn't the bulk of what I read. Just from that standpoint of like popularity and of like just awareness of certain titles that people have whenever they watch BookTube, I was never going to be one of those channels. And I think that was proven incorrect, because I have really found, I think, a niche. It is nice to know that the cliquey kind of environment that I thought BookTube isn't really a thing. It's just people that connected and that started around the same time, and that read a lot of the same things, and then have a lot of the same goals and aspirations. Question number 4, what is something that you've done that has actually helped you grow your audience? So the thing that I've done that I think has grown my channel the most is just interacting with people, just commenting, being a regular commenter, and forming relationships with people where they actually follow and watch my videos, and they shout me out. I think shout outs are like huge for the BookTube community, just because we are such a niche community. It's hard to find us. And, you know, I'm out here doing things, talking about books that, you know, are from authors of color. And I think that a lot of people that have shouted me out have noted that. And it's really powerful. Doing tags so people can find you, and making connections with people. So question number 5 is, what is a common mistake that you see new booktubers making, or one that you made? What did I do early on that was a mistake? I did a lot of things I think that was a mistake early on. I would turn on the camera and not really know what I was going to say before I turned on the camera. And I think that that just led to a lot of like garbage footage that was really hard to edit whenever I wasn't even great at editing. I still don't think I'm great at editing, but I have gotten better. But it's really hard to like edit something together that is usable whenever you're constantly misspeaking or like not getting your point across the way you want to. So I think that for me, a big thing that has helped me, and this just works for me, like no shade to no one that like doesn't do this, but I always make notes. And I always like make voice memos, and I really think about what I'm going to say before I say it. And I feel like the editing process isn't as cumbersome as it used to be. And I am able to not get as burnt out, because filming can be a chore. It's not something that comes naturally. Whenever you have like that backbone, that foundation of some sort of note, some sort of thought of what you're going to say before you turn on the camera, it is a huge help. So that I think would be the biggest mistake that I made. You know, if you really want to, I mean, you can go look at some of my earlier videos. They're so cringy, because that was the footage I had to work with, and because I feel like I didn't put as much thought into some of those videos as I wish I would have. So question number 6 is, what is your thoughts on working with publishers and sponsorships? I feel like a lot of people are in agreement with this, and I don't see a lot of people discussing actually where this question came from. Like there is a lot of backlash about, you know, sponsorships and things. And I feel like nobody is like owning up to that. And maybe that's just the bubble of people that I follow. I understand the support for booktubers to make money. Like, I get it. I think as long as you disclose that whenever you are sponsored, cool. My issue, I think, is more so with publishing. And I think that this is like a pretty well accepted opinion, that the kinds of books that are especially like single titles or debuts, the kinds of debuts and titles that are heavily sponsored, I think is an issue, because it is usually a big YA title, and it's usually by a white author going to white booktubers. Because I don't know what like, for example, I'm thinking about The Devouring Grey, which was, I feel like, sponsored by a number of bigger booktubers, which is great, because it, you know, it has queer representation, and it's a YA fantasy novel. Cool. I always think about like, who are we not hearing from, because this publisher decided this is the book that we want to do well, and this is the book that people need to hear about, and that I feel like I heard about so much, and low-key I don't really care to read that book. Sorry. But you know, that's my issue, is more so with publishing than booktubers. And I hope that with the conversations that are coming out of like BookCon and the big photo, that publishers realize that BookTube is a great opportunity for readers alike to read more diverse stories. So, do you think BookTube is dying? I think that this answer is pretty clear. No, it's not dying, and it is large and getting ever larger. Yeah, it's growing, y'all, and we need to find ways to be more inclusive with other folks. I think that there is a lot of great discussion. I saw a video I'm going to point out in particular by Rhiannon over at Crescent Moon Reads. Their video about the BookCon photo, I think, was really important in terms of like setting boundaries for someone's photography, but also acknowledging that BookTube is big and getting ever larger, and that there needs to be a strive towards inclusivity, because those bigger booktubers do not represent all of BookTube anymore. And tag your friends. I'm not going to tag anybody because I'm super late to this video. Wow, it's thundering outside. I hope y'all can't hear that. Let's really test out what my mic can do. And last step is lipstick. Okay, and that was the BookTube Real Talk tag. Hopefully I got some coherent thoughts put together in this video, because imposter syndrome is so real. Anytime I do like a chatty video, I feel like it's not good enough. But hopefully this turned into something worth posting. And yeah, let me know if you like Get Ready With Me videos, because I can try to get better at them. I'm usually not good at talking and doing my makeup at the same time, because I usually listen to music while I'm doing my makeup and take my time, but thinking and doing things at the same time is kind of hard. So let me know. I'd love to hear your comments and thoughts, but until next time, I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye!